My name is Bryce Williams. Our farm is called County Line Farms too. We grow corn and cotton mostly. Our farm splits the county line. We were over in the western Panhandle and we covered the county line there, and when we moved back east, it still covers the county line pretty evenly, so it seemed like a natural name. The reason we chose the grass program was mainly for wildlife conservation. There's very little year-round cover for the upland birds. Well, we've been working with the NRCS for years and years. We've been in this location for 18 years. And shortly after we moved over here, we started cooperating with them on EQIP projects, pipelines, sprinkler improvements, sprinkler replacements, and that evolved into variable frequency drives for irrigation motors, grass corners, more of a true conservation program on those.
My name is Rick Harrell. I started working with the Williams family as soon as I got to Spearman in late '94, and then Bryce moved over to Spearman, oh gosh, probably in about 2000, somewhere in that neighborhood, and we started working with him when he moved to town. Probably one of the things Bryce is the most proud of is planting all the corners, a lot of his dryland corners, to grass.
We planted, it's a combination of springletop grass, blackwell switchgrass, side oats grama, blue grama, and buffalo grass. And we have put in, I would have to add up all the corners, it's a little over 500 acres worth at 7 acres at a time. We will go into a lot of these corners and bale up half of them in the summers, but we'll do it in strips so you still have cover. And then the next year you'll do the other strips. It gets the old material out, but even where we've taken it off fairly short, does not blow at all and it won't wash. And our ground is very tight. If you get big storms come in, get 2 or 3 inches of rain, where you don't have anything wheat or grass or anything on the corners, it'll wash pretty hard, wash a lot of dirt out. So these corners really help with that too.
He's got a place or two that's got introduced grasses or monoculture blue stem grasses, but he's much more really wants to plant the natives, and that's worked out real well for him. A lot of producers have seen what he has done and have followed suit. He's kind of the poster child, for lack of a better term, for that conservation practice. He's got some places, a couple of places that are on the highway, so it's very visual, and he's done a very, very good job with those grass plantings.
When we came up with that mixture, I sat down with Rick and asked his opinion, and he did a little research. Those are all native grasses, and the seeds they make are ones that the birds will eat all of them. There are several grasses we could have used that might, have grown in faster, different things like that. The grass seed might have been cheaper, but these were specifically chosen for wildlife benefit.
My name is Sonia Noemi Burgos Colon. I'm the district conservationist in Ochiltree County, Perrington Field Office. Well, Bryce has the same operation, almost the same operation like here in Spearman. He have farms with irrigation, center pivot, and we helping him in some land with the corners with different practice, conservation, cover crop. And also we helping him in replace the irrigation pipeline that was leaking, and we helping him with that.
It's always been great working with NRCS on these EQIP programs. The process is always smooth. Paperwork's easy. They've been through this before. There's never any snags. It's an easy process and it's very worthwhile. Most of the farming practices these days are very good for the farming, but you don't have standing shelter left over the winters for the wildlife.
In my opinion, he's open to do new things. And he's open to understand that we need to protect the natural resources. And I think that's good, because some people that coming from when they are younger and now when they growing all his life in farming, they don't want to change. They always want to keep it in the same way. I think Bryce is good in that one, to change, to try. And I think he looked that important, that it's good to protect the natural resources.
I would encourage any and all farmers to get to your NRCS office and take advantage of these EQIP programs, because they're great programs and they work well, and they will also have ideas that you haven't thought about.
Because no matter the size of your land, always we have something that we can help in to increase, not a lot your production, but at least increase your grass, increase your crop, or protect the humidity or something like that, that at the end that helping you in your industry or in the farm that you do in a ranch. I think that's the reason NRCS is good.